Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Lydia. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Today's video is full face makeup video with IT Cosmetics. This brand on the market is for many years now, and I own some products which I use for years, and some of them they're quite new to me. Some of them I used few times only, some of them I'm using all the time. And in the end of the video I will tell you which product I will highly recommend and which product which I love it and which product I don't like it and why. This is gonna be quite long video. Grab yourself something to drink and I hope you're gonna enjoy it. If you're new in here, guys, please consider to subscribe. This will help to grow my channel and I hope you're gonna enjoy this one. On my face I have already skincare and I have SPF, which I'm using my Ultra Sun 50 SPF fluid. It's like brightening, anti-pollution moisturizer, which I absolutely love. And let's crack on, guys. For my complexion I use CC Your Skin But Better Illumination. I've got two of them, fair and light colors, and they coming in 11 colors from fair till I think it's like a deep, the darkest shade. The costs depends on the website. Oh my hair, depends on the website, and from I think £26 to 31 something on the IT Cosmetics website. I will link all information in description, and I'm gonna mix them two together because fair, I show you how they look like. Fair is quite light, but it's not that super light. I'm gonna mix with light, and my light, unfortunately, pump is broken. And I do that and I literally put light, and light, if you see, is not that light like you expect to be light. This is the light and this is the fair, and if you see light, it's quite dark actually. And I think I remember when I got the first time I bought light and I didn't use any tan or anything. It was in the winter and it was so dark. I was like, this is not gonna be very good. That's why I mixed those two shades. And for that I'm gonna use my absolutely favorite brush. I think everyone who watched my, sorry, my hair, everyone who watched my videos, you know, this brush is probably in most of my videos. It's IT Cosmetics double-ended brush. Absolutely love this for any application of a foundation. I'm gonna add a little bit fair, not too much, because it's quite thick consistency. It's not very light consistency, but going on the skin beautifully and light. And I'm gonna do slightly mix because I have a little bit of tan on my body. I put today my gradual tanning like maybe 2 hours ago, and I mix this on my face all together with my brush. And this foundation, or CC cream if you call it, it's very good to apply with brush. I found it. I used to have years ago the original one of it. Is CC cream, the original. But be honest with you, I didn't like it much. Why I didn't like it? Because the other one is very... This is illumination. This should give you illumination to your skin. Another one was original. I shouldn't give you any sheen, but gives my skin, because my skin is oily combination, which is like majority of my face is oily, and basically my skin was like a grease ball after other one. I don't know why. I used this for years ago, and I remember there was a very hot summer and it was super hot and I have to wear it, and I don't know why at that time I didn't use much of sunscreens, and I treat this before as a sunscreen. That's why I put quite thick layer, and I look alright, but a little bit too thick layers I had that time and was not very good. And this one I apply on my face. I had my little mirror, guys, and I don't know where is it, and I apply like very thin layers on my skin just to even out my skin tone. Basically, I don't use this, first of all, I don't use this as a SPF. Do not use this as an SPF, because if you want to use this as an SPF you have to use a lot and it's not gonna look good on your skin. Now I'm not gonna put any more layers because it's gonna look quite cakey and I don't like it, and I don't like it. I like quite thin layer to even out my skin, brighten the skin. It's very nice illumination to your face. It's absolutely fantastic. Now today I'm not gonna use my favorite under eye concealer, unfortunately, because I have to use the It Cosmetics. I bought this one in color 20 medium N. This concealer is very thick concealer and the tube is massive. Yes, it's very thick and it's quite big. It's 12 mils, full coverage, anti-aging, waterproof concealer. I haven't mentioned as well the all It Cosmetics products, special those ones, they contain skincare also, which I absolutely love. Niacin, hyaluronic acid, peptides, antioxidants, lots of vitamins, and this is also a skincare. That's why I love this product quite a lot. This one now we talk. This is super heavy, high coverage concealer, and this is in color medium. It's quite peachy undertones. It's gonna be very good under covering like a bluiness under your eyes. And I'm gonna use on my other end of brush. This is what I put on my hand, and I go under my eye, just only in the corners when I need the most kind of coverage. And it's like I took a little bit and it's already a lot under my eye. Let me clean my hand, because I don't want to let it might be my finger, because I think this need to work better with your warmth of your finger. Very heavy concealer. I'm not sure if I would like it under my eyes, be honest with you. This must be good for maybe covering the spots, which is fantastic. Let's cover a little bit of my cheek, the redness. Yeah, for that this concealer is amazing, but under eyes it's not that great, I would say, for me, because like, you know, I like my glossy concealer, which is stretchy concealer, and it's like really moving with your skin, and you don't need to powder your concealers, which I don't really like powder my concealers because of the wrinkles and the dry under eye area. Let me do something else. I'm gonna mix this concealer with my eye cream, just a slightly, like a one little drop, because it's very thick and I'm not really keen on this consistency. I'm gonna put some cream and I literally do that with this concealer to slightly make it lighter, and the same on this side. This is with mixed with cream. I think covers quite alright actually. I will leave the powdering maybe a few minutes later, because to make sure a little bit kind of this product will absorb to my skin. I'm not gonna cover my whole face. I'm gonna cover only my T-zone with my favorite, you know, it's my favorite, It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Loose Powder. This is the one which I absolutely love, but this give you a little bit of a flashback with the flash photography, unfortunately. But I don't do any flash photography. I can use it. I don't use under my eyes. I only use on my T-zones to mattify my face. Now we're gonna go to this beauty. Right, 3 concealers, light, medium, dark. Then I have a Bye Bye Pores. The same version is the basically pressed version of my powder. Is in the pressed. Then you have a bronzer, which have a little bit of darker bottom and going lighter on the top. It's matte bronzer. It is matte bronzer, and it's like that, and it's quite nice. It's a little bit warmer, on warmer side, because if you know, I'm using my NARS Laguna bronzer, which is I think slightly cooler. This one is a little bit more warmer. Then we have in here blush with a highlighter on the top, and 6 lipsticks, which creamy lipsticks. They are absolutely lovely. I like them. You can mix them whatever the shade you like. You can mix them together. I like this shade. It's quite nice, very lovely. And the blusher is quite pink. It's very nice and nice to use. And the highlighter is a little bit pink, too pink to my liking. And you will see how I'm gonna use it. And then we have eyes, which you have, let me cover the mirror. You have an eye primer in the top. You have 9 shades. You can use this as a liner. It's a kind of black shadow, and then for brow, this shadow here. And for brows, because I have this one already, I'm gonna do my brows now. I've got this. It's brow power pen, like a universal taupe. This is what I don't like, to be honest with you, because it breaks straight away. and this is the spoolie. That's what I like to use. But unfortunately, is nothing in it. It literally, this is brand new, but popped out, and I don't know what's happened. I lost it, the little infill, and that's it. I used a few times and gone. But the universal shade, it's quite dark shade. Doesn't really go universally in every shade. If you blonde, like for me, I'm not super dark and I'm not super light, but was too dark. But I included in this one as well as my, unfortunately, fail. Spoolie is only good. And for the brows, my lovelies, I'm gonna use this powder. This powder in here I'm gonna use on my little angle brush. This is quite nice actually. I used a few times already. And I'm gonna, let me use my mirror from this. It's quite nice shade. Very quick, fill your brows. Let me use the spoolie. Super quick. One brow done. And do another brow. Be nice to use a little bit of pencil in front, but not today. Here we go. Brows with this palette. This palette is quite actually good. It's absolutely everything. You can do whole face with it. Even if you don't want to use the foundation, you can use the concealers little bit, maybe as a bronzer, cover your spots, and you're ready to go. How my under eye look like? Under eye look like a bit alright. It's not my favorite, be honest with you, because it's, like I said, it's very heavy concealer. Actually, I'm gonna use a little bit of this lighter concealer, maybe to brighten up my hair a little bit more, because it's quite dark and I look quite tired today. Long week it was. Make a little bit brighter, not going too close to my eyes when the most wrinkles are. Here we go. Brows are done and face are done. I'm gonna powder my face now slightly, the T-zone only, and I'm gonna use this pressed powder instead of the loose powder. I literally dab it and just literally slightly powder my nose, my chin and my forehead, just a bit. I'm still not gonna powder my under eyes because I don't want this to be too, unfortunately, even gonna cake. I try probably maybe use cream because I don't wanna look very dry and extra wrinkly. Here we go. This is the powder done. Now we're gonna go with the bronzer and the blush. Another my favorite products, Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball powder brush. I don't use this for powder, I use this for bronzer. I absolutely love this brush. Those two brushes I have, I don't know how many years. They don't change. They literally don't change at all. Like, beautiful as they were. I love them so much. And then for the bronzer I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna literally go around slightly, and I'm gonna do on my hand to make sure it's not too much on the brush, and bronze my face a little bit. It's quite dark on the bottom. I feel look kind of more grayish, but I kind of mix all together on my hand, and maybe a little bit of nose, under the chin. This is the bronzer. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love this complexion like that, like slightly, even I powder my nose with, and my T-zone, you still see, you kind of slightly see through the glowiness from this foundation, the CC cream, which out of words. Right, then we're gonna go for the blush. Quite nice because you can dip top brush in this color and this bottom and bottom of this, and gonna be highlight and blush. But I'm gonna mix together. This is quite powdery actually. I mix together and I will mix this on my hand to make sure it's not too much, and I just dab on the top of my cheeks. Just there. Beautiful color. And then we're gonna go to eyes. And we start with the eye primer, and I'm gonna go with flat brush, and I'm gonna use this as a primer on the eye to even out my eyelid colors. So I'm gonna use this. It's quite, how you say, look a bit pink kind of. It's very light basically. So the brush is clean, but the previous shadows I used, they're very hard to remove. They're very pigmented, but it's clean brush. And I'm gonna do the same in the second eye. Then I'm gonna go with this little bit of darker shade, and we're gonna do those shadows. This is slightly shimmery. This is beautiful. There's like a slightly light color, very light. You cannot see much probably. I will use this on my eyes. This is shimmery. This is slightly shimmery as well. This is underneath in there. This is quite light brownish, but all very light, very daytime. Let's start with this darker shade. This is matte shade in the crease and slightly above. They're not super pigmented, to be honest with you, but you can add as you go. I will blend later on everything. Also, I'm gonna use the same brush, but I'm cleaning with my, not show you, dirty, but my brush cleaner. I literally clean the brushes and I use another shadow. And I'm gonna go with this, I don't know how we call it, it's like a kind of plum, showing like a brownish, but it's kind of like a plum color. Really beautiful. And I'm gonna add this in out the corner. I'm gonna make a little bit deeper out there. It's like this beautiful color actually. Do the same. It's like a brown, kind of brown, but have a little bit of like a copper. Difficult to explain. Have a little bit like a copper shine to it, but in here look like a plum, to be honest with you. Quite lovely actually. For the blue eyes I think is quite good, and also it suits other eye colors too. I'm gonna use my blending brush from Kiko. Sorry, brushes from It Cosmetics. I have only two. Big brush for the powders, which I use for bronzer, and my foundation slash concealer double-ended brush. My both eyes are completely different shapes, and I always struggle to make a... Did I just smudge myself with dirty finger? Very clever. Then I'm gonna go with this beautiful pink. Maybe go with the shimmer. Let's go with the shimmer. The bottom one I'm gonna use like a little shimmery, like a very subtle pink color, and I'm gonna go in the middle of my eyelid, like the center, and maybe slightly in the corners as well. Beautiful color. And then I'm gonna go slightly with my tiny little brush with this kind of fizz. Oh, they have names. I didn't see the names. And I'm gonna go with this fizz, and I'm gonna put this in the right in the corners on my eyes, just to brighten up more. Here we go. Clean the brush. I'm gonna use this Hot Toddy. It's quite shimmery brown color, and I'm gonna go under the eye lower lash line. I'm gonna go on. They're not like sparkling. They have a tiny bit of sheen, like a satin finish, you would say, probably. Slightly lower today. We can go also with line a little bit, but obviously I'm not gonna do line. I'm not gonna do wing liner because for my eyes not really good. But before I'm gonna do the little liner, I'm gonna actually maybe blend slightly bit more because this color is a bit dark. I'm gonna use for that. I don't have any matte color in here, to be honest with you. There's only one matte color, is the one which is Cocoa, the first one which I use for the crease, is the darkest one. I'm gonna go a little bit more and I'm gonna literally have a little bit of blend excuse me, in the end. Those two together which I put, there was the Spirit, the brownie plummy color, and I'm gonna go with this kind of blend all together. Make my eyes look quite similar, but if you see they look a bit different, this is kind of more up, they have more space than this one. This one is a little bit, yes, my, you know, my beauty of different eyes, and I always struggle to put any makeup on them, like I mentioned before many times. Right, how they look like. Yeah, this is done. Then we're gonna go with this, like a little tiny angle brush. I think this is from Urban Decay, dark color, black, and I'm gonna do on my lash line with it. And it's gonna be like a liner, but very subtle liner, which you can smudge. I will smudge a little bit. And you can smudge. You can wet the brush with it, and gonna be nice, kind of dark. I'm gonna do a little bit in the corners. A little bit of smudge with this brush. Just make a little bit soften up a little bit. Just a little definition to your eye. You don't need to be too precise because we're smudging anyway. Here we go, just like that. I do like this a lot. I need to start using this again because I stopped actually, because like I mentioned, I don't do much makeup. If you noticed, wherever my makeup was like bronzer, eyelash, and that's it. A little bit of brow and bronzer on my face, and that's all. On the brow bone, you're gonna put cashmere, the one I'm gonna put under just my brows, just slightly, just brighten up the area there. Can you see the blush give you a little bit of like a highlight? Let's use a little bit more of this in the corner of my eyes, the back to my face, make a little bit brighter more. Oh, my hair today look a bit crazy. This is the book. You could do whole face with it without foundation. You could use the whole concealers instead of makeup, instead of your foundation, underneath bronzer, blush, and you're ready to go. A bit of eyes. And then we're going to mascara. It's called Superhero Mascara. This mascara, guys, I don't know what to say. It's quite pricey, £22 for this mascara, and its claims are fantastic. It's basically nourishing your lashes, and it's all lovely jubbly stuff in it. But I had this mascara for 2 weeks, guys, and I tried to do my makeup with it. Let's see. Basically, clump your lashes after 2 weeks. But when I start using first, was amazing. Well, I'm doing very gently. You can see it's all clumped on the brush, and even if I clean, this is new mascara, guys. I literally use, like I mentioned, few times in 2 weeks time, and I try to use after, and I'm like, what? That's it. And it's like, you see, it's literally clump your lashes a bit. But when I started, it was amazing. Well, if you're doing quite gently, you can use it, but have to be really working on it hard. I think have to be only one coat and that's it, because if you try to do more, that's why I start clumping your lashes. People complain about this mascara, guys, I have to say. Quite a lot. This one came alright. This side, I think I use quite less. Not very good, guys, not very good, I'm afraid. And let's go back to my lips now. Which lipstick shall I use today? With this beautiful 6 we have. Very light, kind of purplish pink, beautiful pink colors, very nice summery color, but I think I like this the most. Very, very creamy and look kind of neony pink, but in here look different. I'm gonna mix them together with this Brisk to tone down slightly. Still it's pink. Je ne suis quoi. I don't speak French. I think this is in French. I'm so sorry. Apologies. And this one is Brisk. Mix them together. Very creamy, really nice. This is the final makeup, guys. This is how it look like. What do you think? This is It Cosmetics, all It Cosmetics face makeup. Favorites. My favorite, guys, are those ones. This is my number one. I use this, everyone knows, well, lots of you knows, I use this constantly. I use those brushes constantly. They have a few years. They are absolutely fantastic. I clean them with my cloth. After 5 years, I think. I'm not sure how many years. A few years I have these brushes. Beautiful. Quite pricey. Like I mentioned, I'll leave everything in description. All information about the products. Those ones I love a lot. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is my favorite. Like I said, this is skincare including in it. It's just anti-aging serum, concealer, foundation, sunscreen based on your, coverage needs. Obviously, I'm not using this as a sunscreen. No, 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 it's not enough. Next one, guys, it's my concealer. Not under eyes. This says bye bye under eye concealer, and I'm not sure if I like bye bye under eye concealer because it's creasing, obviously because I didn't powder. And if you saw me, I used with a cream, but by itself for aging eyes, not in my opinion, guys. If you have young skin, beautiful coverage, very high coverage, very pigmented, fantastic, very good for spot concealing. It's amazing. Next one, which I love a lot as well. Actually, I like the makeup turn up, I think, with it. And mirror in the end. Whole face makeup, guys. You can use the concealers as your base or cover wherever you need to be covered, or you can use this one, and then you have everything: powder, bronzer, blush, highlighter, lipsticks, eyeshadows, brow powder. Everything you need is in this palette, guys. I love it. It's quite pricey. I bought like a few years ago. This is from 2019. I think this is volume 4. Every year It Cosmetics doing these books. I haven't buy them all. I'm not really need them all. They're all having different shades of blushes, shades of bronzer. They have different kind of amount of lipsticks, and it's quite few of them, but I bought this one and I don't need another one, to be honest with you. One is enough. Then my two fails would be those two. This failed because the little pencil, the pen inside fell out in maybe week after I got it. and I put through and in, and that was like not very good. This is the same shade as the powder, was the same, but it was quite dark when you do in your skin with the pencil, was slightly dark. And brush is alright, not bad, but I remember it was quite alright actually to use, it was very easy, but I don't know, maybe I had like a faulty pencil, but didn't last. It's new, doesn't I didn't use much. This is the biggest disappointment from It Cosmetics Superhero It Mascara. Oh my god, this would be amazing the first times, guys. Your lashes look beautiful and separated and super long and fantastic, but week after or 2 weeks after, literally, guys, it's clamping the lashes. Terrible, absolutely terrible mascara. I paid £22 for it, not worth even £5. Nothing. It's like, I wouldn't recommend this at all. Right, this is my full face with It Cosmetics products. Let me know in a comment what you think about the products. Do you like have you used any of them? Did you have the same issue with this mascara, guys? If anyone had the same issue, let me know in a comment. The powders for the eyes, they're not super pigmented, but like a daily use, everyday use for people like moi, which don't use crazy makeups. This is enough. It's fantastic. It's like daily. You can see nice defined eye, little bit of highlighter. Done. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.